everyone. Hello. Sorry, I got distracted looking at a dojin. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Elena. It's been a while. I'm glad you're finally here. We're gonna be continuing the acid trip that this is. That's all I can say for that. Bro, look, man. I had a few minutes. I had a few minutes while the song was going on. I was fully prepped. Am I supposed to just sit here? Am I just supposed to sit here? Look, man. Look, man. I don't need your judgment. It was worth it. I'll be finishing that later. Now this auto started. I might have to rewind. Okay, no, sweet. Konnichiwa, amigos. I'm pretty sure those are the first words she shouts upon running into my room. By she, I mean Yoru, and by I mean me. For a long, long, long time, so long that nobody even knows how long, this town has had exactly 1,024 ghosts. And now we have a newcomer, Yoru, who's wandering around my room and looking for things curiously. That's a pretty neat artwork. She keeps saying things like that. She seems interested in just about everything. Was that thing always here? And is it even an artwork in the first place? Well, whatever. My ghost memory's never been reliable anyway. Welcome in, Sarah! If I'm a ghost now, does that mean that I was once alive? Ghosts were alive at some point, right? I mean, that's what being dead implies, doesn't it? Or are we born as ghosts, stuck here forever? But for what purpose? I wake up to the sound of chaotic snoring that sounds like a tank engine after someone tossed a sugar cube into the gas tank. Actually, I don't think I slept enough to say I woke up. You can't wake up if you were never asleep. The same way, you can't become a ghost if you don't die. It's been like this the whole time, even though it's almost morning. As a result, I'm tired all the time lately. Just a little earlier, I could sleep as much as I wanted whenever I got sleepy. So this change is taking a toll. Clara's back to being alive. It's fine. It's fine, Punchy. You worry too much about the brat. Yoru isn't a bad person, or a ghost in my opinion. She probably treats me with warm love, or something like that. Welcome in, Suna. But it's a little suffocating for me. It's a little lonely to be completely isolated. Sometimes I want to see friends. But I feel more relaxed when I'm frozen in the cold, dark void. That's just my nature. The current situation is clearly uncomfortable for me, but I don't think I can get Yoru to understand my plight. It's way too warm in my bed right now. Get a second bed! Get a divider! Get a job and get a house! There's a girl sleeping next to me, taking in such deep breaths. My chest is in pain. But why? Let's try going to sleep again. I close my eyes. I think back to when we fled town, and that 30-second birthday party, and the present. The problem is what happened afterwards. When we woke up at the garbage dump, this is what Yoru said. So, where do I stay? My place is no good. It's small, dirty, and cold. You should probably stay in a homie home, like Passy's. Huh? That won't work. My home doubles as my workplace. You've got empty rooms though, don't ya? Just because they're empty doesn't mean I don't need them. Pacifica, you dumb cunt! You piece of shit! Ow, damn it! Ah, stop! Pacifica stomps on Anya's face. Yoru looks on curiously for a while before she turns around to look at me. Looks like I'm in a pickle, huh? She says just that. Her eyes pierce right through me. That's when I said something all too naturally, almost by reflex, as if I had prepared a script beforehand. Rich people, for real. Why don't you stay at my place? Temporarily, I mean. Why did I say something like that? Even Ani and Pacifica both seem surprised by my proactive suggestion. I don't even know what I meant when I said temporarily, I mean. Anya, Pacifica, and I probably are all thinking the same thing. What does temporarily even mean? I can't look it up in a dictionary because there isn't one in this room. Besides, I've finally gotten sleepy. Temporarily means for a limited time. So, in other words, once that time comes to pass, everything goes back to how it was. But how do I get that time to pass? I don't know. I'll discuss it with the others. How am I not messing up? Practice after doing this for some months, as well as making sure I do vocal warm-ups before every stream. I muttered that before I finally managed to start falling asleep. Not a very deep sleep, but it's still something you can call sleep. Sorry. But right before I fall asleep, I feel like I see and hear something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but this is what dreams are like, right? A cutscene, the most important part, a water break. Damn, the more I see this, the more I'm like, okay. I kind of figured. That's too bad. In a corner of the plaza at the center of town, Anya kicks some snow on the side of the street, sending slivers of ice scattering as she says that. Nah, you don't have to buy me anything. Thinking about Clara's head just explodes on that cutscene. I mean, I was thinking more about the cops and everything, but if you want to get stuck on... Why are you stuck on Clara? She's done horrible things to multiple people. You eat water cereal? It be that way sometimes. Okay, if you guys want a good struggle... There's two good struggle meals I suggest that I grew up with. One, just get a piece of toast, some butter, and sugar, and it is delicious. Delicious. The second one, if you can find masa, even better, but like a tortilla and just put some salt in it, that goes hard. It's delicious too. Fresher the better. If you can find fresh tortillas, like corn is a must for that. Don't do flour. Flour sucks. But some good corn tortillas in that, man. Man. Yeah, I'll give you a quick recap. So what ended up happening is we are a ghost. We, in the past, we very briefly remember, went on a road trip, came back with the corpses of our friends, stomped on them, and was basically out of our mind. That led me to, once I regained my sanity and came back to life, because they're ghosts, they come back the next day in the junkyard. I isolated myself for like an unknown amount of time, so much so that everyone jokes it's been 10,000 years. I finally reconnected with my friends, and they were trying to get me a new friend, and a new ghost has appeared, which has never happened before. The new ghost, I rescued her from the church, who seems to worship this missile. I killed a lot of people along the way, and now she's staying in my house, and we're just trying to figure things out a little bit. I hope that's like a very brief... It's a very brief explanation. Yeah, hey, I know, it sounds like bullshit. It sounds like I'm pulling that out of nowhere. But that's exactly what happened. I called the girls here seeking advice. It's just Anya now, but Pacifica should be here eventually too. Yeah, so what do you think I should do? I blankly watch as Anya plays with the snow as I ask her opinion. She looks up and answers. I figured that'd be the case, but personally I don't know. What do you think, Teach? Hey, hold it right there. Whoa, you spooked me. I was trying to be sneaky. And why did you just call me Teach just now? Nothing wrong with calling Teach Teach, right, Sayako? Huh? Teach? So what do you need to discuss? Is that it? No, wait. Let's take this somewhere warmer. Good idea. How about over there? Sure. Saves us the trouble of walking since it's close. After a short delay, I followed their gazes to find some sort of establishment. A cafe, I guess. Ugh. A cafe. When I mull over the world in my head, I suddenly feel my stomach sink. On the other side of the lit window, countless shadows of ghosts. Is that redundant? Make a commotion, signaling to me just how busy it is inside the cafe we're about to visit. A death sentence. Don't worry. It's mostly just people like us inside. People who aren't too interested in their surroundings. It's also cheap, and they don't complain if you stay too long. You get what you pay for with the coffee, though. A cheap flavor you can't just get at home. Pacifica urges me on, saying, let's go. Well, sure. It'd be rude to call someone for help. Only make them stand and talk out in the cold. We can't talk in my room since yours was probably still there, and it'd be shameless to ask to talk in Pacifica's house. Plus, I do think it's an experience I should give a chance to, so I can't find a valid reason to refuse. The sound of chatter in the cafe's background music grows closer and closer. Though in reality, I'm the one getting closer to the sound. Calm down. It's just a cafe. You've been in restaurants and shops and stuff before, right? Same thing. Pacifica and Anya rush into the noisy establishment. Oh. The moment I pass the threshold, the chattering stops and all the ghosts fall silent. Let's leave. Yeah, no art. I was having some hand pain. I tug on Pacifica's coat and manage to let out that whimper. I can't do it after all. Pacifica and Anya may be fine citizens, but I'm a burglar who raided the church. If they're seen here with me, it could cause them trouble. Also, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh? Why? Sorry, could you move that chair for me? Thanks. Oh, yes, that's good. Thank you. Pacifica pushes her way through the crowd of ghosts. Anya follows behind. I follow too, reluctantly. We head all the way to the only empty table, a round table deep in the back by the bathroom. We sit down. 3 normal coffees, please! Coming right up. At the sound of Pacifica's voice, the chatter resumes. The difference is shocking, but also relaxes me a little. I'm sure everyone's lost interest in us. I suppose we're not that interested after all. I still can't let my guard down, though. Welcome in, Haunted! Can somebody explain when people ask the story of the game so that way... Just friends hanging out. Oh god, shut the fuck up, Punchy! Sorry for the wait. Why is the barista jacked? Why is the neck... Like, his neck is the size of his head. What the fuck? Here it comes. Oh, well, if it's an Anya from the repair shop. It's been 9,999 years, hasn't it, my lad? Haha, I'll murder you. Long time no see, Mr. Patel. How's business? I've been working from home a lot lately, so I haven't been able to patronize your establishment. It's fine. It's what I like to say, but profit margins are thin with just coffee. Can I interest you in some sweets? Yeah, they all sound schizophrenic explaining it. You're not wrong. That sounds good. Get something we can all share. I appreciate it. And last but not least, it's been a while since I last seen you too, miss. I guess these two must be regulars here. But was I a regular too at one point? Hello. For now, I bow my head. I guess that's satisfactory for him since he turns around and skillfully weaves his way through the crowd of ghosts. I suppose we've settled in. So, what did you want to talk about? Oh, should I get you up to speed? No, it's fine. I want to hear from Sayako directly. Pacifica gracefully slips... Oh my god, now I'm stuttering. Sips on her coffee in a dignified manner. She then signals with her eyes for me to talk. She does kind of act like a teacher. And the smell of cheap coffee does make you think of a teacher's lounge. Really makes me think where I came from. I'm sure if I was alone, I'd be thinking about it all the way till morning. But right now, there's more pressing matters. Welcome in, Panda! You just don't vibe with her. Sayako, eventually you'll come home and your family will collapse. Your children will stray off the righteous path. First they'll get addicted to drugs, and the next thing you know, they're robbing trains. What the fuck are you going on about, Anya? This isn't a joke, okay? Well, welcome from somewhere. I hope the journey was nice. They're taking this seriously, I think. They're just joking around to relieve some of the tension. So you two are living together, huh? That'd kill me. I agree. I say you seem more relaxed when you're by yourself. Are all ninjas lone wolves, or is it just you? Stop calling Japanese people ninjas, man! How could she know, stupid? Ninjas even keep their personality secret. That's what makes them cool, you know? You make a fine point. Anya from the repair shop, my lad. Oh, sorry, right. Why don't we take turns housing Yoru in our homes? I see, that might... No, that won't work. If it were me, it'd make me feel like I was being rented out on an installment plan. An installment plan? You've got a point. I would be telling someone they're a liability. Anya nods in agreement. I suppose you got a point. I feel a little ashamed of myself. It's like in the back of my head, I'm hoping someone will take Yoru off my hands. I hate it if I was the one being treated like someone else's oversized trash. Okay, let's break down the problem. Little Anya here, take some notes. Rhea Ripley, yes, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's honestly the only wrestler you should draw. Holy shit. Aye, ma'am. Pacifica takes a memo pad out of her pocket. You have a pen? Yep. Anya pulls a pen seemingly out of thin air. But stop calling me little Anya. So first things first. Living together isn't working out for Sayako. Okay, Sayako loves living alone. Oh, wrong one. And Yoru doesn't have a place to call her own. Let's see. Yoru has no home. Those two issues are intertwined, but they're actually separate matters, aren't they? But if you solve one of them, the other one will naturally disappear. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving my blanket out of the way because it's too heavy right now. Oh? Que bonito! Oh no! No! Punchy! I can't help but let out a voice of awe at the brilliance of her logic. I'm pretty sure I'm no good at this sort of logical thinking at all. It'd be nice if we find some immediate solution, but that sounds hard. No, I don't have the talent that man has. That man, holy shit. Could you imagine going to work every day knowing you're gonna be launched? Knowing you're gonna be like punted across a room. I don't have that dog in me. I respect him though. Let's approach the problem by tackling both issues at the same time. We've got no choice but to find a home for Yoru. I'll look around and see if there's any good places. Thank you. I'm always relying on your help. It's okay. So now to the other issue. You mean Sayako loves living alone? It's hard to deal with problems concerning someone's personal values, isn't it? That's not necessarily true. Say, Mr. Patel, what do you like when you're done from work? Well, when I'm done with work, I can stop making this dreamy customer service smile without an issue, you see. And once I get home, I sleep. Nothing else. I don't even say a word. Oh my. Yeah, some jerks tell me to get a hobby. But when you're out for long hours thinking about many things, you start to feel really crummy. I crawl inside my inner self. I converse with my inner self. Brother, you good? Thanks for your thoughts. That's quite enough, actually. No, please, let me continue. When I close my eyes, there's a big pitch black wall. I hear a voice calling for me, searching for me, but criticizing me. So I don't answer. No, I can't answer. As I said earlier, I don't even say a word. Hey, where's he going with this? I bear it. I bear with it as I pray that I don't go mad. I keep praying until the sweet repose of sleep finally claims me. Beats me. Before work today, I sat in my car and I cried at the wheel for just 3 minutes. You girls should give it a try. Oh, and I'd really appreciate it if you didn't realize that I'm late opening up on any given days. That's what I'm doing. Oh God. Oh God. I see. I'll give it a try. Please do. Anyway, here's an assortment of cookies for you. Enjoy yourselves. Bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, no, everyone here I'm starting to realize is fucked up. What the fuck is this place? A little while after Mr. Patel leaves, it takes a few moments of silence until we can ignore what happened and move on. He needs medical help, preferably from someone patient and courteous. That enjoy yourselves almost sounded like a challenge. What were we talking about again? Work. We were talking about crying in the toilet to feel better, weren't we? No, look, Sayoko. He might be a bit of a special case, but typically most jobs aren't that bad. In fact, there's nothing better than to find a job that's perfect for you. She says that, but the entire time Mr. Patel was going on about, like, how much he hates his life, the amount of time that, like, I've heard friends say that, where they're like, yeah, I just cry in my car, or, like, I just stare and sit there for a few minutes before work. Like, I hate to say it, but I don't know if a job is a solution. Huh? You think so? When you come home after work a little tired, it makes your changes your mood. And by earning money, you're likely to open up more opportunities. Okay. The amount of times I know friends come home from work and are just like, I'm too tired to do anything. And they're just sad. This girl... But can I just casually start working after that chaos I caused? Nobody will try to kill me or anything? You just gotta kill him first. Arson, I thought you liked your job. Good point. I only work so I cannot die on the street. Holy. Okay, that's fair. You can like your job and still wish you didn't do it. Astonishingly, I'm thinking pretty positively. Mr. Patel's despair, if that's the right word for it, has somehow given me a certain type of courage. Not the same courage I get when Pacifica and Anya are with me, but it's still courage nonetheless. Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot. Does this town have a job search office or anything like that? Not that I know of, at least. But I guess there's more of Mrs. Pacifica's specialty here. Oh? What kind of work does Pacifica do anyway? It's kind of obvious what Anya does, but Pacifica's job is kind of an enigma. It must be something important if she lives in such a big house. Pacifica seems to like to do what she does. Okay. Pacifica seems like she could do anything, but what does she actually do? True, that sort of work is indeed one of my specialties, so that should help. Okay, let's give it our best, Sayako. Okay. No, no, no. I don't think Mr. Patel would like to hire on one of the most hated people. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's not gonna work out. I should ask her. It's better than finding out later that I don't even know something as basic as that. Let me help too! Whoa, you spooked me! Hey, where'd you come from? I was hiding the filthy sludge in your coffee cup. Oh, she's good. Are you people okay? Besh, welcome in! Perfectly okay. All I'm saying is that while I'm rooming with Sayako, I'm just a freeloader with nothing to do. How much did you owe here? She probably just got here. Sayako? I get what Anya was trying to say. Damn, the missile is eepy. The reason for me gaining a job would be regain some personal space from Yoru. So it would defeat the point if she worked with me, wouldn't it? That's the point Anya's trying to make. Yeah, you could just think too. I hope we both find a good place to work. Well, I only say that for my own sake. Yoru's expressing a desire to work could imply a simple desire for independence. I can't get in the way of that. In fact, I think I should be supportive of her. You sure? I'm sure. Whatever could you mean? I'm not that cruel. Oh, yeah. I think I was kind of cruel back at the church earlier, but you know what I mean. I get the feeling Yoru would be quite good at handling interviews. Way better than me anyway. I feel some coarseness in my chest. Very well. A job for one, a job for two aren't that much different. I'll set you up before the day is done. So it'll be like a piece of coffee cake for you then. I suppose. Hey, is she like that at home too? Yeah. I feel for you. Yours is something completely unrelated to the topic at hand, taking Pacific and Anya back, but they try to keep a conversation going. I find myself at wit's end. It's not like I'm feeling left out or anything. It's just that the sort of banter takes me back. As my consciousness starts to drift, I look outside the window. There's a good view of the plaza, including the towering missile in the middle of it. Maybe it's a giant gravestone. The names of 1,024 ghosts are etched on that missile. Yeah, didn't they change the location too? It sounded like a lot of people were upset about that. Because it was like NOLA and it's going to be what, in Las Vegas now or something? The husk of a weapon of mass destruction that failed to carry out its mission. From where I'm seated, I can't see that part of that has my name on it. Ah, okay, yeah. Okay. Wait. Money in the Bank got pushed back that far? Did they say why? What the fuck? Okay. I know you. You're the ninja girl. We even live in the same apartment complex. Pacifica said she set something up before the day is done. I thought she meant to get in touch with some contacts or something, but she even set us up as a same-day interview. She's truly amazing. Is that so? Our prospective place of work is a cosplay shop in the outskirts of town. Yo! We're in the back group of the shop right now. The employee interviewing us is a girl with somewhat husky voice. She's kind of punkish, so I was really nervous at first. But she has a very gentle, somewhat familiar way of talking, which is very relaxing. Yeah, I haven't seen you around lately though. You been staying away from home or something? Anyway, you on the other hand, I don't know your name. My name's Yoru. I got it as a birthday present. I see. A present, huh? Good for you. My name's Lauren. Call me Lo. Yep, it sure is. Thanks, Lo. Lauren, or rather, Lo, gets up from her seat. Dude, I have a long sleeve like that. It's okay. It's really comfortable. The only difference is like right here, it has mesh. It's super cozy. Now then, let's see. First, I'll explain to you two how we bring in the newly arrived stock and dispose of unsold stock. Yes, ma'am. Yuri follows Lo's lead and gets up. I get up as well, but then our bell rings. Gabriel, welcome in! Now that I think about it, that must mean the store door opened. It has the same sound when we came in after all. Yeah, it's super cozy. If you see it, I highly recommend it. Especially because like it has a hood. Oh, looks like we got a customer for once. Yoru, go greet them or something. Hi, ma'am. Lo beckons me deeper into the shop. You sure about this? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It's much more fun to teach new recruits than it is to deal with customers. Lo peers into my brown eyes with her fair eyes. I can feel my heart throbbing for various reasons. Fair! Okay, you know what? Sayoko can't be that bad because she's a little bit down bad for the alt baddie. So, say what you want, but she's a real one. Say what you want. Wouldn't you agree? Her slightly husky voice really matches her fashion sense. I think it's fitting and beautiful. I wonder how I can become more like her. I agree. I totally agree. In any case, there's no way I could disagree with her. So, let's see. First of all, that box over there is newly arrived stock. Okay. And the box over there is unsold stock that to be disposed of. You with me so far? She's down bad for like everybody. I know. Well, except for the guys. But every guy has been a creep. And I'm not wrong about that. Oh, and she hates Clara too. Manic Pixie Dream Girl and Alt Girl. She has a type. Oh, question. Go ahead, ask away. They're both empty, aren't they? Ah. Yeah, I guess we really do receive new stock or dispose of unsold stock. Huh? Actually, now that you mention it, when was the last time we had either of those things? Maybe 9,999 years ago? Yes? Sorry, can I ask another question? Yeah, 2010. Oh god, what the fuck? Are you sure the shop needs more workers? I hear a low gasp of realization. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and speaks softly. Yeah, honestly, you're right. Business is slow here. I've got plenty of downtime just working by myself. Then, what do we do for work? Oh, sorry, well, the manager seemed kind of frantic. Oh, sorry, never mind that. I guess you like clean and stuff? Okay. Things get awkward after that, so we both felt quiet. I think Lo's trying to come up with some sort of work that the both of us can do, but the fact that she's not saying anything probably means she can't think of anything. I wonder how that customer's doing. Oh, right, sorry. I don't know what to say. I just nod vaguely. I probably should. I haven't though. I probably should though. We will see. Thank you. Right as Lo and I get back to the storefront, Yoru gets out a cheer loud enough to draw out even the store's loud background music. What? You actually sold something? No way. It's been ages since our last sale. I'm surprised, of course, but Lo's even more surprised. Is the store really that unpopular? What did you sell? It must have been that frilly thing, right? No, it was the automatic rifle and bulletproof vest. I said, you look marvelous with them, and the customer bought them. I see, I see. It's finally time to get some new stock. So does it seem like it'll be tough working here? She actually says she realized that she's fully staffed already. I feel a little uncomfortable as I say that. I'm sure Yoru is quite employable as a customer service worker. I see. That's too bad. See you again sometime. No! No! We can't leave her! Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Feel free to drop by my room sometime, you two. Yes, yes, I will drop by your room every single day. Holy shit, woman. But it looks like neither Yoru or Lo seem to mind, so I guess it's all okay in the end. Be sure to turn the heater on! Yeah, I'll put it on full blast. Should I say something? And play some good music too! I just don't want to say something and have it turn out weird. Yeah, literally the American job market! Honestly, the global market right now, every single time someone says, like, I'm looking for a job, I'm like, damn, that's rough, buddy. I don't want it to seem like I'm avoiding Yoru or anything, though on second thought, I kinda am, but not in a bad way. Do I have the capability to convey such a nuanced thought? You missed Best Girl, and the fact that we're no longer seeing her. I can play a little piano, so I'll practice. I'd like to hear some stories from you too. I don't know, Lo herself was considering hiring Yoru for a customer service job, but it seems like she won't explain why she doesn't because of how obvious the reason is. Then again, they're both so kind they'd probably explain it to me, no matter how obvious it was supposed to be. Gonzo! Welcome in! Should I ask? No, maybe not. Okay, let's make a night to remember. Bye! Sorry we couldn't help. Thank you for your time. I conclude that these two have a better judgment than I do. So it doesn't make a difference if I say anything or not. Just making excuses, huh? I'm sorry. I didn't mean for those words to come out loud, but Yoru picks them up anyway. About what? Just felt like I wronged you in some way, Sayako. But I'm kind of sad since I don't know what it is. Bro, I don't know what kind of kink you got, but you gotta keep that to yourself, brother. She's being just a bit too conscientious. You didn't do anything wrong, Yoru. It's getting late. There's nobody else in the street but us. I'll do my best. Our conversation isn't quite lining up, but neither are footsteps. Did you just ask to call me daddy? Good night, Elena. Bye-bye. I hope you have a good night. Our conversation is quite lining up, and neither are footsteps. That doesn't stop even as we approach the plaza. I'm walking ahead of Yoru, but slow pace slows down even more, and Yoru overtakes me. I stop in place. I look at a certain something. Huh? What's wrong? I step up the pace and catch up to Yoru. Oh, nothing. The thing I was looking at, the missile, is missing Yoru's name. I'm a bit jealous, but I feel like something's off about it. We keep walking back on the way home. And as we walk, I think to myself, what would she want? Maybe I can give her the place to her. That's an option. You there, Sayako? Yoru speaks up without turning around. I'm here. You can hear my footsteps, can't you? Please stay with me, okay? My chest is in pain, but the air I breathe is so clean I feel both painful and cleansed. All in all, I feel satisfied. If only I could go to sleep and just die right now. She probably didn't, because at the same time, it's been hundreds, if not thousands of years, and she hasn't been around. That's the thing. That's the weird part. She's an enigma. I thought maybe she'd get added to the missile, but at the same time, even with storage and everything, she doesn't fit. The number doesn't fit. But that's impossible. I can't die if I'm not even alive. Next, welcome in! What if the real mission was chat all along? I mean, it might be. This game, it's fucking like weird enough it can be. I'll try. There's no real meaning to this conversation. There's no meaning to us either, I'm sure. Just meaningless ghosts wandering around a ghost town near the break of dawn. We're almost home. What? Nice, that looks great on you. You're meant for this job. Despite what Pacific is saying, it's obvious this outfit would look the same on anyone, no matter who wears it. She said that she'd look for a job that's short-staffed this time, and this is the result. Salvaging, searching for garbage heap for usable objects. Yoru and I dressed in baggy yellow protective suits as we boarded the salvage truck. I soundly cursed these protective suits for being so hard to move in. The three other salvagers are somewhat buff men. We're wearing the spare suits, which is why they don't fit. They keep bowing to Pacifica. Pacifica is really amazing at what she does. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but she does it well. Nobody says a word. We're sectioned in the back of the truck, with the men sitting in the front bench. Nobody says a word. It's more or less the backs of these men's head through the window, but they're not even moving a muscle. They seem quite polite with the influential Pacifica, but I get a feeling they'll be strict with newcomers like us. Suddenly, Yoru speaks up. Excuse me, can I ask a question? What? If you want us to explain, we can do it when we're there. Where does the bus go? Where does this bus go, you say? Things get awkward real quick. It's the awkward calm before the storm. You see, she's That's so funny! Did you hear what she said? I heard. Where does this bus go? That's hilarious. Good one. Well, you know, pleasure to work with you today. Yeah, no problem. We'll make splendid scrappers out of you. No, she's breaking the tension. You see, Yoru actually knows how to talk to people. While we're probably autistic and we're awkward, she knows how to socialize. That is a skill I do not have, so I envy it. You know what? I get why Sayoko's is envious. You mean super scavengers, right? Our official title is officially licensed garbage collectors. Ugh, that's so boring. Okie dokie, artichoke. We'll be some real scrappy scrappers. You sure are a hoot. Can do nothing but watch as the scene unfolds in front of me. Actually, I'm not even sure if I can do that. She's just too dazzling. She's amazing. Simply amazing. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's clear they're all enjoying themselves. Yeah, every single time they change outfits, like when she lost her coat, it vanished too. After some banter, we arrive at a place that's quite memorable to me in a certain sense. The truck parks by the fence surrounding the giant garbage dump on the outskirts of town. Baskets! I blink a few times before I realize what the man means. He's referring to baskets made of aluminum and some other metal that we loaded into the back of the truck with us. Okay! Yoru and I take the baskets, we hop out of the back of the truck. I'm already starting to get tired of the baggy suit lack of mobility. If we end up sticking with a job like this, I hope the first thing we can do is get properly fitted suits. So I think that to myself, I tumble and let out a weird yelp. Are you okay, ninja girl? Okay. Thanks to that little tumble, I snap back to my senses. Do we need these suits? It's hard to move in them. Yeah, but... These are to protect against weird chemicals or radiation or something, right? But none of that really matters since I'm a ghost after all. It'll still hurt, you know. And, it kinda sucks to die. Even if you know you come back to life, doesn't it? Come back to life? I'm not sure that's the right phrase. We're not alive to begin with. I mean, we're ghosts. Am I gonna win tonight? I have no idea where this is going, man. I'm gonna be like 100% transparent. Yeah, this story can go anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised it took that route. I'll be surprised, never mind. No matter what route it takes, I'm gonna be surprised more like it. So I have no idea. Yeah, they could all die in 5 minutes. I mean, she's probably gonna die. She's already died once already in the story. So it's weird to say come back to life. Well, you've got a point, but the suit's too baggy to move around with, so it'll be hard to work in. So do I have to wear it? Yeah, it goes somewhere. Where? I have no fucking clue. I mean, I've been in here in normal clothes before. Nothing's happened to me. I'm sure they're just being overly cautious. In that case, I'll take mine off too. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is what it means to be a man! Whoa! Well, miss, if you insist, that's perfectly fine. Do the work you want, the way you wanna. That's just how life is. I guess we can agree there. In other words, when life deals you cards, you gotta... Huh. Sorry, just be careful. Yes, sir! Work is just about what I expected. With baskets and tongs in hand, we fish around the garbage for anything that seems useful. The garbage is piled up haphazardly, but nothing feels dirty. Nothing's rotted. There's not much of a smell. I'm starting to think that maybe this town doesn't even have bacteria or the stuff necessarily to for rot to form. After all, this town only has ghosts in it. And this garbage heap only has things that aren't living. But this is where all the town resources originate from. This is where all the town's resources eventually return. One of the men instructed me to search for electrical appliances. My instinct somehow tells me there's no good finds at the local location, so I distance myself from Yoru and the men who are searching through garbage in the set perimeter. It's not because I can't handle hear Yoru chatting and laughing with them. At least, I don't think it is. I suddenly notice a car windshield at my feet. Oh yeah, what about that car? Do things lost outside of town come back here too? Did that car get buried somewhere in this garage pile after it exploded? If so, did it come back as individual parts? Or as a whole car? If it came back as parts, then maybe this windshield belongs to it. As I think that to myself, I notice there's a microwave caught underneath the windshield. Wonder why I didn't notice it earlier. We having a car? The car exploded. The car exploded after we kidnapped Yoru. I lifted the windshield and hurled it somewhere. I hear the sound of glass shattering. Yeah, it killed us! I found a microwave! I rushed back to the scavengers to report my find. It's my first big find of the day. Oh, was that sound you, Sayoko? Yes, the microwave was showed by a windshield, so I threw it in the wind. I failed to force them to laugh, so it comes out more like a spasm. I'm gonna try to say something, but it looks like they're speechless, so I can't help but groan. I'm just no good with this kind of stuff. I feel like I felt this way somewhere before. Several times even. Damn, girl, you should see if there's like some depression medication in there, because dear God. Have I never even tried to improve? Or am I just unable to? I feel like it's too late for me to know even at this point. Once the truck's filled with buckets of garbage, or rather I suppose I should call them resources, now it takes several stops in the outskirts of town. Scavenger's office and workshops, I assume. Today was the best. Thank you, miss. You're welcome. So what do you say, you two? Want to work with us? It's tough work, but we're happy to have you on board if you want. Sorry, but I don't think I'm cut out for this. My apologies. Thank you for your time. I see. Feels like they already knew my answer would be, but they try to pretend they didn't. They have to uphold a pre-established harmony, I suppose. So, what about you, miss? Join us! You can play I Spy as we collect garbage. Hey, cut it out. It's her decision. I'm a little nervous. I'm sure Yoru's all for it. And if she joins then, that means our relationship will change, which is what I thought I wanted, but now I'm not so sure. I take a deep breath and look at Yoru from the side. If Sayako's not in, then neither am I. Yoru! I have to say something. I want to object. I want to tell her that she's making the wrong decision. Ooh, good luck, scum! I'm sorry. Yoru apologizes. But for what? Why? I just don't know. Oh god, you're right, Punchy! They're making each other worse! It is Toxic Yuri. At the end, it all returns to Toxic Yuri. Holy shit. I don't understand. Are you sure? Yeah, I agree. Are you sure? Pipe down, you. Sorry, but I made up my mind. I'll come visit. Be sure to turn the heater on. And with that, Yoru starts walking. She grabs my wrist with surprising force coming from her slender arm. I managed to keep up with her despite stumbling a bit. Sayako, the night's still young, so why don't we visit Miss Pacifica's house? We have to report to her after all. I'm not big on watercolor. I prefer gouache. I nod my head vaguely, perhaps not because I'm considering suggesting one more time that Yoru could find work there. But I'm not sure she has any intention of doing that, so there's no point in saying anything about it. What's gouache? Gouache? There's two types of gouache. I would say it's like a middle ground between watercolor and acrylic. You were so good at that job. You look like you were having so much fun. So why did you reject their offer? I don't get it. I end up saying something vague instead. We should apologize to Pacifica when we see her, huh? I guess so. In the end, I don't say what I wanted. Yeah, I'll spell it out really quickly in chat so that way you can easily look for it. If you remind me later, I will post the brand that I enjoy. No, that's okay. I see. I'm in Pacifica's good old living room again, facing her the same way a certain nun did once before. I'm sorry for wasting time you spent searching for that job. I bow my head, so does Yoru. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. The cosplay shop was kind of shady, and nobody wants to do garbage collection anyway. And those men are kind of dumb too. Can't speak for Yoru, but I can see you doing that sort of work, Sayako. When I look up, I see Pacifica's gentle smile. Thank goodness, she's not mad. She's perfectly calm. I'd probably be mad if I was in her shoes. I still feel sorry, though. True! I just thought we'd have a plethora of options if you use my connections. Looks like this will be harder than I expected. Okay, once again. What does Pacifica do? I want to ask that, but there's no way I can. But how can you expect me not to want to ask? I start to debate with myself, but I see silent in the end. There's no point in forcing you to do a job that you'll quit immediately. I think manual labor only shows its true advantages if you're employed in the long term. Just take your time searching. Can I shake my head? Does that work? You're fighting autocorrection? I'm so glad to have your help. You are too, right, Sayako? Huh? Yeah, I'm glad for your help. Sorry for the trouble. Yeah, I have autocorrection off for my phone. So we're friends, aren't we, Sayako? I hear the front door start to open. It's probably Anya. Pacifica said she'd be here later. One guy! Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good day at work. Anya said she tried to find us work with using her own personal connections, but she said my networking is poop compared to Pacifica's, so don't expect much. She said before promising that she'd keep us in the loop. Oh? Is Anya coming too? So after I read the poop comment, I read yours, Punchy. So it just sounded like have a good shit. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. As I grin for the stupidest reasons, Yoro speaks to me and I nod vaguely in reply. Anya's a hard worker as anyone else, so she'd have connections of her own. But I suppose anyone's connection would look like poop compared to Pacifica's. Let's splash some hot water on her as a penalty for being late. Yay! Brain rotted? Probably. She's the kind of scary you think about her like that. Pacifica hands Yoro a kettle full brim to the hot water as she gleefully waits by the door. Jesus Christ, you're actually gonna what the fuck? What if she's got a dreadful side to her that I don't know about? I mean, to be fair, you did kill a bunch of people and she was okay with it. Well, I guess it's obvious that she does have a dreadful ties to her. So what truly dreadful is not knowing what it is. When I do come to know that side of Pacifica, will I be able to keep loving her the way I do? What if I told her all about this? I can only imagine the worst. I don't want her to hate me. After all, regardless of the path that brought us here, she's the only one that introduced me to the outside world like this. Maybe I should discreetly ask Anya when she's here. I'm sure that'd be better than asking Pacifica herself. As soon as I make up my mind, the living room door opens loudly and... Don't move! What the fuck? A man shouts coldly as he barges into the room, tearing the casual mood to shreds. In his hand, a high-caliber pistol is enough to be used as a blunt weapon. All of us freeze and fall silent. Hey, Mort. The only people who come to visit my office without an appointment are top priority clients and my friends. And I don't have any top priority clients yet, so that means my only friends can visit unannounced. And you're not my friend. Please set an appointment by phone and come again. You shitty bitch! You ruined a once-in-a-millennium business opportunity! How dare you! How dare you make that face at me! Please don't get the wrong idea. I only did my job. It's the truth that you cut corners, isn't it? If you came here to bark at me, you're barking up the wrong tree. Oh. Damn you! Now put that dangerous thing down before you regret it. What? Do you have any idea what type of situation you're in? Wow, so cool. I had zoned out due to surprise, but Yoro's ambiguous memory snaps me back to reality. We're up against one man. He must be tired of holding that gun or something since his hand's trembling. I don't think he's used to wielding a gun. In any case, judging by his stout, protruding belly, he probably can't move very quickly. I don't want that Gant bastard to beat me. I've done everything I could do to win. And then you have to butt in and ruin everything. You're the one who leaked everything to the company, weren't you? I mean, Sinners is just the fan name, if that's what you're asking. As far as movie nights go, we do watch-alongs every now and then, but they're pretty rare. I do know one guy has tried to set up a movie night, and some people agreed, and then they didn't show up, unfortunately, because they got the times mixed up. You guys are welcome to arrange movie nights for yourselves, though. That's right. I did my job. My hands are clean. How dare you say that when you've been using the position to line in your own damn pockets with outrageous margins? Ooh, thank you for the heads up, scum. Everything will be fine. I can take this guy. The situation itself isn't good, but I'm happy at the possibility which can be useful to Pacifica. So, what do you want me to do? I want you to die! What's the point? I'll just come back, you know. Do you have the brain of a child, Mort? Pacifica's voice is cold. Cold enough to freeze the steam this man's been spouting. I can at least make you writhe in pain by filling you with lead. There's plenty of time to regain your company's trust. We've got all eternity, actually. Are you unable to make rational decisions? Shut up! Shut the hell up! Who gives a damn about your logic? How can you possibly know how I feel? The man's voice gets slightly teary. On the other hand, Pacifica's stand gets firmer and firmer. So much that I'm wondering if she can see the gun in the man's hand. Oh, is that so? I understand. Allow me to make it up to you. Suddenly, Pacifica softens the tension with her voice. The man mumbles, but ends up not speaking. Seems like Pacifica intends to resolve this problem with money. I send her a look that way that says there's no need to do that. Pacifica picks up on my signal, but she responds with a wink that I'm not clever enough to decipher. Pacifica picks up the pouch that was left on the table and starts rummaging through it. She takes out a small tube. It's probably lipstick. If you're gonna pay out, then do it in cash. I'm done playing your games. Oh, that's too bad. Something shines in Pacifica's hand, and at the same time, a dry bang rings out. The man's gut hits the floor with a thud. He then falls to the floor, holding his shoulder. I'm all out of cash, but I got plenty of lead. It's only when Pacifica says the words I realize that the lipstick in her hand is actually a teeny tiny gun in disguise. If you like a second payment of lead, then by means, come and take it. Pacifica calmly asserts as she picks up the gun the man dropped and points it back at him. The gun looks too big for Pacifica Slender's arm, but for some reason, it looks more deadly than when the man was holding it. The man mumbles and groans. No intelligible words come out. He must be too in pain to speak. I can't hear you! Pacifica kicks the groaning man. Specifically, she kicks against his gunshot wound. Instead of screaming, the man's body twitches and convulses. His body's collapsing face up. After losing consciousness for a few seconds, the man tearfully pleads with Pacifica. Mercy, please have mercy! It hurts. It hurts. Get lost. Now. And be sure to tell your little friends exactly what happened here. You hear me? Okay, I promise. Pacifica takes a step towards the man. It looks like the bullet's still lodged into his shoulder. The man squirms to get some distance, perhaps having recalled the pain of being kicked in the gunshot wound moments earlier. Know your place, shithead. And with those final words, Pacifica shoves the sole of her foot as far into the man's rear as physically possible. The man scuttles away surprisingly quick, as if he's borrowing the momentum from the kick. Ugh. I look at Yora beside me. I kind of expected, but her eyes are sparkling even more than I had imagined as she rushes up to Pacifica and hugs her. She looks cool. She looks absolutely cool. That being said, this entire world, the more we're in it, is honestly everybody's unhinged and only acting human due to social constructs. That's what I'm picking up on. Nobody here is actually human. It's all like a masquerade. That's all it is. That was amazing. Say that line again. Hasta la vista, baby. Because she got him fired. Everyone is evil. I don't think evil, but self-interested for sure. I didn't say that. Yo, what'd I miss? Anya suddenly pops in through the door the man left wide open. Looks like things got kind of weird in here. That Momo, what's his face? Guy was here, wasn't he? You saw him leave, didn't you? I've already taken care of him. Oh, and the thing works like a charm. I like to order a dozen. I quite like that sort of thing. Jesus, she made it for her? Oh, seriously? I'm quite proud of my handiwork on that one. Wish I could improve the shell injection, though. I don't think I can work out exactly like the movies, but still. What does Miss Pacifica do exactly? Yoru whispers in my ear. I feel so slightly relieved to know that she's been wondering the same exact thing as I did. Yeah, they're all psychopaths or sociopaths. Yeah. And it's one of those situations of like, I'll do whatever's in my best interest. Yeah, I can see that. Not sure, but she's probably some sort of agent. An agent? Of what? Something. Chaos. Once that non-committal words leave my lips, I realize I sound just like Yoru. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, they have no reason. There's no weight to their actions. So you know what? Knowing this, what happened yesterday is a little less extreme. So how'd the new job go? Looks like it wasn't a good match. You got any leads? Nope, nothing. Sorry, I tried looking, but everywhere I looked, places were neither understaffed nor overstaffed, just staffed. I see. I'm really sorry. No, I'm not blaming you or anything. I just think it's interesting. I know what you mean. The town just seems like a perfectly put together machine, meant exactly for the number of people in it. I think it is a machine. With that number, I think it is a machine. Holy shit, Arcee, could you imagine? Maybe the town's just optimized that way since it's always had the same number of people? 1,024. That's the ghost town's ghost population. With the addition of Yoru, that's 1,025. Of those 1,025, 1,023 are employed. Yoru and I are the only ones left out. Wow, so everyone has a job except for you two freeloaders. Oh, but I did borrow that lemonade stand. Can a lemonade stand even make money in this cold as hell town? Are you sane? You didn't catch Clara stupid, did you? Anya mumbles a story about how she originally made that lemonade stand as a set for a play, but it's perfectly functional. Sorry, I guess I'm not useful after all. Maybe I did catch Clara stupid. Coffee, please. I mean, to be fair, she doesn't eat. She doesn't sleep. I mean, she does sleep, but she doesn't shower or anything. She doesn't take care of herself. So, like, there hasn't been a need for money. I don't think anyone pays rent. And with that, she throws herself onto the sofa. I'm sorry. I don't say it out loud, but I apologize again in the silence of my heart. Okay, okay. Would you like some more as well? Yes, please. Hip, hip, caffeine. I'm not entirely sure what I'm apologizing for. I feel a vague sense of guilt. And it's not something I can solve by raiding the church again. I was powerless. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be depressed in this one still. I'm just like Lappy for real. Man, you can become like your idols, guys. Just remember that. Reach for the stars, and maybe you'll be unemployed too. Hi, Nix! Welcome in! No trip to Pacifica's house is complete without a cup of Pacifica's house blend coffee. The two have a proper role in this small town community. They seem so important. Wait, then what was my role before I became a shut-in? Well, in the worst case... Pacifica comes back from the kitchen after boiling some water and walks up to me with cups in hand. You can be my bodyguard. Being an agent is dangerous work. But with a ninja around, ruffians like that one should think twice before they show their faces, so... Okay. Relax, no need to make that face. Pacifica gently pinches my cheek with her fair, soft hand. Was I making that bad of a face? I guess so. But why? I'm flustered. I want to rebuke myself for taking advantage of people's kindness all this time. I have nothing to offer. A bodyguard! I see, I never thought about that. Milk her dry, Sayako! That's why, even if I became Pacifica's bodyguard, I'd never feel useful. No matter how many enemies to take down. Doesn't change the fact I'd be still taking advantage of her kindness. Oh, we forgot to splash Anya with hot water. It's not too late, you know. Now kiss moment? Nah. Wrong Yuri. We're going for the toxic Yuri route. We're going for the make each other worse Yuri route. Not sure what you're talking about, but please forget about it for the rest of eternity. Does she need a bodyguard? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that girl's a dom. Not gonna lie. I've got a suggestion for Yoru when we get home. If she accepts the suggestion, I'll discuss things further with her, as much as possible. That way, I'm sure I'll be tired enough to fall asleep without having to worry about her snoring. Okay, then slap her and kiss her already! Holy! Holy! I think to myself as I watch Yoru brandishing the kettle. Brandishing the kettle. Is this a Yuri VN? I thought it was. I'm not sure. I thought it was. They're gonna ruin each other. They're making each other worse. This is like, it kind of is toxic Yuri. Will work for money. Will work. It's listed as subtle Yuri? Okay, okay. As soon as I give Yoru my suggestion, she energetically says, sounds good, in less than what I thought would be a second. We can't take advantage of Pacifica's help forever, so let's do some job hunting on our own. Yeah, you got a point, Arson. That was the main point of my suggestion. Yoru said if we're gonna do it, then we gotta do it good. And then she made cardboard sandwich signs. No idea where she got the cardboard. I hid my astonishment from her craftsmanship. In my mind, I was applauding her. But her snoring is still too loud. Her raw energy, both awake and asleep, is grating to the ears, which is why I don't praise her out loud. I don't know how many hours we spent on the signs in hand. I figured that having something to do served as a good distraction, but in reality, the cold, the fatigue, and the shame are just wearing down on my mind. But I honestly believe that this is what I can do and should be doing right now. Damn! She's in that like hustle, that like I need to find a job, but the job market sucks hustle. I feel bad for this girl. Holy shit. So we do this today, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. We are standing and barking all around town. The end is near! Nuclear war! Buy gold! It seems like Yoru has had enough. I'm nearing the end of my rope too. The town's workforce really must be saturated. Would anyone actually give a job searcher or give work to job searchers with sandwich signs when every position's already filled? I want to throw myself on the snow and give up. Then someone calls out to us. No! We're gonna work at the cafe! Oh, Armageddon's coming, huh? You're always living on the edge, Yoru. Guess he's not calling us out to us exactly. Just Yoru. And this is the first time someone's called out to her. We've been aimlessly wearing the sandwich signs. Yoru's been making acquaintances one by one, gradually assimilating into the town. Oh, Mr. Patel, how are you? Thanks for your help the other day. I feel a little bit better. Not completely healed, but better. Thank you so much. Come visit the cafe again. Did she help him? Did she make him happy? Oh shit, she's a virus. She's trying to clean like out the bad coding. That's what's going on. She's not here to help us. She's here to make us worse. We're like losing our autonomy. We are not a well-oiled machine in this town. We need to kill her. We need to kill her. You should hire us. Sorry, we've got enough workers as is. I see. Be sure to tell us if there's ever an opening. Yeah, when the time comes. See you later. What happened the other day? Can't trust her, Punchy. Can't trust her. She just appeared. They did say she was a witch. What if they weren't wrong? What if she really is a witch? I asked Yoru as I watched Mr. Patel leave. I listened to him talk about his issues. I don't understand what he was saying, but I just nodded and said yeah to everything, and he seemed happy, so I guess all good. Is she gonna get the town therapist? Is it though? I'm sure he just wanted some validation from someone. Validation? Someone to tell you it's alright, you know? Is it really though? Either way, he's doing his best, I think. You think so? Well, he looked happy, so I want to believe in him. I mean, do you really think Yoru would be a good therapist? This girl's a fucking, burning trash can. As she says that, Yoru smiles ambiguously. Or maybe it's ambiguous only because I'm too dumb to understand. But I do understand that your smile is awfully beautiful. It's so beautiful, I'm jealous. Almost resentful, even. She's got a beautiful smile. I'm sure she'll be able to find work. Unlike me. What? Oh, nothing. I'm gonna go over to that street. You stay in the plaza. As you command, my liege. I trot over the towards the back streets. It's not somewhere you'd expect somewhere looking for a job to go. I just want to be alone. I thought walking through would cheer me up, but the more I walk, the more tired I become. So it looks like I'm playing a losing game. Dear God. I kind of understand how she feels a little bit, because, like, have you guys had that moment where you're, like, surrounded by people, but you feel alone? It just fucking sucks. You feel out of place. So, like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, girl, it's all in your head. You're literally causing your own problems. I remember a day long ago when I waited for the bus in the rain. I remember waiting 20 minutes for a bus that came every 30. Fed up with waiting, I ended up taking the train home. Even though I knew the bus would be there less than 10 minutes, I spent 15 walking from one bus stop to the station to catch the train. By the time I realized I'd wasted the effort of waiting 20 minutes, I'd already been walking for quite some distance. Then again, I don't want to sympathize with a psychopath. I mean, you can sympathize with aspects of her personality. Doesn't mean that you have to justify everything she does. I suppose I was just tired of staying in one place. I don't know what I was doing, so I ended up doing something. I feel disgusted not understanding yourself. I feel somewhat like I felt that day. Whoa. As I turn the corner, I bump into someone. You were at the church. I recognize who it is. That's right. It's the man who stopped me by the entrance when I stuck into the church. I bribed him with mints and then killed him. I have no problem with Anya Pacifica so far. Normalize pure hate or refusing to see things from other perspective. Holy shit, Arson. Okay, is that the ninja? The man behind the 5 are similarly dressed men. His friends, I suppose. Yeah, that's right. I see the men reach inside their coats, either for concealed guns or bladed weapons. Leave me alone! I asked to be left alone, but I admit, I'm a little glad that a stress-revealing distraction has decided to waltz up to me. Oh god, and she's ready to kill. I just got, objective for beating people up and getting some money off of it. What the hell? When I came back home with a broken sign and a little bit of cash, I greeted by Yoru with some unfamiliar furniture. Where'd you get all this? Welcome home! I was given these. You were given them? Yep, I got some food too. Some people said I can't employ you both, but I can give you this instead. Some people said they could employ us, one of us, but I guess it's hard to find anyone willing to employ us both. I see. Those misers, am I right? This is the difference between me and Yoru. Yoru's gained the good with many, and even though they can't employ both of us, they can still help feel fulfilled. Meanwhile, I killed someone I've killed before, and then I killed his friends, and I robbed their bodies. Oh well, if no one will hire us, then let's start our own business. Sayoko. Oh, let's start our own business, Sayoko. The Ninja Delivery Service. How about it? It's a service where ninja deliver things, like, something. You don't need to stick around me anymore. Huh? I'm sure you can find plenty of jobs for yourself, Yoru. Lots of people love you. And as long as you're not with me, they'll gladly employ you. But there's no point unless I'm with you, Sayoko. Yoru looks confused and somewhat angry. I've never seen her make a face like that. But I can't back down. Look, there's nothing I'm good at besides hurting others. There's probably the only one thing I'm better than you at. There's work for you, but there's none for me. It is the truth that you're great. So, what's the problem? But it won't do. It can do and it will. I don't want to feel miserable. I don't want to hate you. So please. I should leave, shouldn't I? If possible. Sayako. What is it? Nothing, just... I got a live-in job offer, for one. So I'm gonna go do that. That'd be for the best. Thanks for having me. No problem. Jesus, girl. Jesus. That said, it's getting late. And so the two of us sleep in the same bed tonight. I guess ending a relationship is a more sluggish process than what you see on TV. Dude, this is like very toxic, Yuri. Yuri unexpectedly sleeps quietly, neither snoring nor stirring. She's probably not sleeping then. See? You can do it after all. After becoming the worst woman in the world, I mutter to myself as I feel her warmth in my bed. Damn. Okay, thanks for having me. You're welcome. Kathunk? The door shuts. It doesn't seem to shut in slow motion, and the sound of it shutting doesn't seem particularly sad either. It feels like a relief, actually. I guess I really am cold woman after all. It may have only been for a short while, but Yuri and I ate together and slept together. And yet I feel nothing now that she's gone. Wow, this is a toxic relationship. Holy shit. Damn, I feel nothing being with you. Holy shit. Oh my god. Let me adjust something really quickly. There we go. There we go. That's better. I space out for a few seconds then. Maybe I should have at least walked her out. I whisper an idea that comes way too late. But it feels like I'm lying to myself. Yeah, that's true. They're not going to be apart from each other for long. If I walk her out and then wave until she faded into distance, it'd be so sad to look at her footsteps in the snow. Holy shit! She's trying to gosling the moment. She's like, you know what? I didn't feel sad, but like, maybe if I was outside and then just had a scenic scene of me being alone, I could gosling. Holy shit! At the very least, it'd be weird for me to do that since I'm the one who kicked her out. It'd be almost hypocritical. Like I'm hiding my true feelings or something. My true feelings. That's right. I wanted Yoru to leave. It's not like I particularly enjoyed how I lived before Yoru moved in, but it's way better than living with someone who's loud all the time. After being in the negative, I just wanted to return to zero. And now Yoru's gone. My life is back to zero. For some reason, I felt like I needed to find a job, but I don't really need to. In short, the end goal was to get her out of my room. And now she has. The end. I didn't kick her out but naked. I kicked her out after she found herself a job and a new place to live. I'm sure I'll see her again in town eventually. We might even drink coffee together at Mr. Patel's cafe again. Maybe Yoru would vent about work. Maybe Pacifica and Anya will be there too to sympathize with her. Maybe the three of them will laugh. Maybe I'll even join in and laugh too. I imagine a future like that. Yep, we settled everything peacefully. Congratulations. You reached the most optimal solution. I'm sure it is. It probably is. Yes. Yes. I close my eyes and nod my head, trying to give myself validation. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. The repeated nod in my head makes me want to lie down for a bit. Oh, yeah. Like, she just left, and she's like, I need her. She's gone. I should be happy she's gone. I need to be happy she's gone. My life was so much better before her. But, like, maybe we'll hang out again. Maybe I'll see her again. Maybe we'll do things together again. Like, this girl's fucking psychotic. Yes, you should go to sleep. Maybe that'll cheer me up a little bit. No! Don't go to, like, I'm depressed, but you know what? I won't be depressed and sleep. That's right. Once I cheer up, I can talk to Pacifica and Anya. Yes. My eyes snap open when the doorbell rings. I'm already up on my feet before I know it. Yoru? I feel irritated even as I reach the doorknob and open the door. Exactly! Ugh. Exactly what exactly? Standing there is an elderly man from way back when, which, as expected, is exactly the opposite of exactly what I expected. I can barely remember things about Pacifica and even myself, yet I quickly remember this elderly man. I know it's due to recent bias, but it still stings. I'm here to apply for your position of roommate. He smells like dirt, sweat, and a ting of excrement. Oh. I furrow my eyebrow at the sudden up front of my lungs. Simply purred, I heard there was an opening in this room. It's dangerous for a girl to be living all by her lonesome, so I'll move in to help you. No thanks. It's clear that he's not in the right mind. Plus, he's got a knack for getting under my skin. Luckily, he doesn't seem to realize it himself. What's the matter? You hate strong men or something? From what I reckon, handsome old men get tax benefits. Act now and I'll throw one of those cricket things. He's pulled some weird giant spatula looking thing out of his pocket and starts swirling it around, only for it to slip out of his hand. I see it fly towards the stairs out of the corner of my eye. I originally lived by myself, so I don't need a roommate. I need to drive him away as quickly as possible before this becomes another bad experience. I've had enough of those. I know that, of course. The elderly man suddenly softens his speech. I knew you before you were lonesome this whole time, little missy. And I know you're no longer alone no more. You change. For good. Has she? For good? There ain't no going back now to how you were, little missy. Now that you know but the holes in your heart, you can no longer exist by your lonesome. He's insane, man. I don't know what to say about that. The elderly man speaks matter-of-factly as he strokes his beard. He accurately described my current situation objectively and without emotion. He reminds me of one of my college professors. I wonder how he's doing. Wait, have I even gone to college? And you're just like me, little missy. Your holes are my holes. I've come to fill your holes. Oh! Oh! No! No! Sir! Take that back! No! No! Holes? You mean... Oh, why is he appearing naked? No! No! Yes, sir! Your hole... Oh... Oh... He suddenly shouts and makes an exaggerated gesture as he continues. A fine metaphor if I do say it myself. I didn't prepare no script, but them fine words is as do say so myself. Ha ha. Is he? I don't think he's jacking off. I don't think he's I think it's the nose. It's the nose. Oh, this is curse. We are holes. Holes cruelly dug out and cruelly filled back up. We are holes. A cruelly filled hole looks good, but ain't a real thing. And ain't got much of a purpose. But either way, it's still there. Holes. Well, sure enough. Okay, good. He's not jacking enough. I do feel some holes have been poked into me. I have to admit, I do feel pretty hurt. Even when you filled back up and fix everything, it's still a relief to just exist, ain't it? I understand you, little missy. The two of us ain't that different after all. I'm very, very afraid right now. The truth is, it'd be really assuring if Yoru were on my side. Why did I dig... oh, wait, did I open my big mouth and drive her away? Wait, no. All I did was pout a bit. Honestly, why was that enough to make her leave? Damn it! Being great, the shit. I'll give her a piece of my mind. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that at all. You really don't remember where you came from, little missy? That's another hole. Please, don't leave me by myself. In other words, the only thing you can fill your hole is someone else with holes like me. That way, I can fill my own holes too. If being a loner is my style, Then I should release repent and ask for forgiveness. Can't you get yourself ready to see her again? I quickly back away when I realize the elderly man's grabbing my shoulder. I thought I'd shake him off, but his grip's so strong than I expected, so I end up stumbling slightly. Let me go! I need to see Yoru again. No, I ain't ever letting go of you again! Cut it out already! When the man tries to get up in my face, I can't help but shut my eyes. What does he want with me? If he's here, then that means he knows where I live. Which means I've got no place to run. My beloved, my precious. If it goes any longer, I might as well. Damn noodle! Marzipan! Damn! Look at my girl. Look at my girl. Okay, here's the thing. Like a true lesbian, we're not gonna get over our ex. We're just gonna jump into the next relationship. Like a true lesbian. That's how you do it. I opened my eyes at the sound of the elderly man's death throes. What's this old man and filling holes? If you're that lonely, then fill your holes with pudding cups or something. Before my eyes is the elderly man, bleeding from the head, and Lo holding a bat of some sort. It hasn't even been a week, so I can easily recall her name. I'm honestly glad I still remember. Oh, it's Lo, remember? I do remember. That's your nickname, right? And you live in the room above mine. I'd forgotten her real name, but I guess that's no big deal. It's Lauren! Oh, right. Oh, I mean, I wanted to say thanks. I failed to thank her properly, but I'm used to being a failure. I mean, she didn't get into a relationship in the first 2 chapters. She was just crushing hard on Yoru. In any case, the most important thing is that I'm free from the elderly man now. Are you okay? He didn't hurt you or anything, did he? A-okay. I try to show her how energetic I am, but it comes out awkwardly. Lo giggles. Well, I guess that wasn't a complete failure then. Seeing Lo smile cheers me up a little too. Good. Be careful of perverts, okay? Oh, don't worry. I'll do something about him. Ugh, he stinks. Okay, thank you so much. No problem. You and Yori come visit sometime, okay? Lo goes down the stairs, dragging the elderly man behind her. The man leaves behind a trail of blood. I'll come by when I got the chance. I murmur a small reply. Damn. The house resembles Pacifica's house, but it's even bigger and somehow a little intimidating. I know the price of land is cheap here since a rural town, but you still think you'd have to be pretty rich to have a house like this. This house is where Yoru works now. It apparently belongs to an elderly woman named Margaret. Oh, god damn it! Neural's here! Fucking Neural! Obviously, I don't know how to think about her. I don't have the guts to ring the doorbell. I guess I should have expected that. Instead, I pick up some snow by my feet and play with it. If I ring the bell, I figure it'll be Yoru who'll answer it. Or someone who can fetch for her for me. I want to see Yoru and apologize to her. I want to tell her that I don't regret letting her live with me at all. Honestly, it depends what the job is. Yeah. But that's just self-serving. I'd be the only one that, I'd only be doing that to make me feel better about myself. So, what should I change about my approach? Maybe if I tell Yoru how I feel, she'll cheer up a little. It's not like our relationship can get any worse. But it's worth a shot. But what if it's not? What if I make Yoru feel even worse? Now that I think about it, interpersonal relationships don't bottom out at 0. They often run into the negatives. Once a snowball in my hand is as dense as it can be, I chuck it away. If that's the case, she might snap at me and ask why I've said something to drive her away. I'm scared. I want to go home, but I just can't leave. So I pick up some fresh snow, pack it into another snowball, and hurl that one too. There's no more snow at my feet. I consider picking up dirt and making a mud ball. That's when the door opens. Oh, hi, Sayoko! Oh, hi. It's okay. I'm doing perfectly fine. No need to worry about me. Oh, that's not why I came. After some assistance, I got paid in advance, so I'm good with living expenses. That said, I don't have much term in living expenses since a live-in job. Your gives an ambiguous struggle. Welcome in, Ren! Yeah, it's like Animal Crossing noises. I know my sixth sense could use some glasses, but even I can tell that her laughter is forced. No, that's not it. There's just something I want to talk about and who gave you permission to talk? Yeah, you see? Are you sure? Are you sure that you're like, she's lucky to have that job? This woman seems like a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. The elderly woman with a hoarse voice. Are you distracting her? I paid her good money to hire that pet sitter. So don't try to make a fool out of me. Don't mock me. Oh god, she's a pet sitter. Oh god, yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. This job is shit. As someone who has worked with dogs for like a long ass time now, never pet sit. Don't do it. It's not worth the money. Because the people you will get sometimes are fucking insane. I'm just gonna be blunt about that. Fuck it. Don't do it. It's a horrible career move. She comes snapping at me, almost pushing Yoru to the side. So Yoru's a pet sitter. She seems like she'd be good with animals. I'm not paying her to talk on the clock. Are you gonna pay me for her last time? Don't mock me. Sure enough, Yoru's holding a leash, but the pet on the other hand... I'm sorry. Very well, let you off the hook just this once. Don't take me for a fool. The elderly just love giving me an earful today, huh? Are all the elderly town's ghosts like this? I don't know how much experience handling the elderly, so all I can do is apologize and regret coming here without a plan. The elderly woman, or rather, Margaret, looks like she hasn't finished talking, but Yoru cheerfully chimes in as to interrupt her. I'll go take Rocky on a walk now, okay? Right, she's a professional pet sitter now. An unemployed person like me shouldn't distract her. That's not Rocky! Margaret shrieks hysterically. For a second, I have no idea what's happening. Or rather, I do realize that Margaret just hit her with her you hit Yoru with her cane. But my brain freezes for a few seconds to process why she did that. The violence seemed to come to her all too naturally. Margaret hit Yoru in the face with the cane as if it's the most natural thing in the world. But only half of it. The other half has to be that pet I see on the other side of the leash. Both my brain and body freeze in place. I mean, McCready, I'm sorry. No, that's Biscuit. Are you blind? Can't you tell the boys from the girls? What's your problem? Don't take me for a fool. Okay. Okay. It's a brown lump of clay tied to a rope. I'm sorry. You can't tell just by looking? That's clearly a girl! It's clearly a lump of K. Genderless, an organic lump. Anyway, we'll be going on that walk. I won't accept any slacking off, okay? And I'll know. Push your heart into it. The heart is key! If it weren't for Yoru whispering let's go, I probably would have been stuck standing there in shock of the bizarre situation. Oh, right. I follow after Yoru once she starts taking several steps, dragging along Biscuit, or rather, the lump of clay on a string. So, about Biscuit, this is just a lump of clay. Yoru nonchalantly states the obvious. Okay, so, the world likely was destroyed, right? There's nothing living except for the ghosts and quote-unquote living. Is this woman, trying to cope with the loss of her animals? Is that what's going on? There are others like it, but Miss Margaret says she can tell them apart. There are others? Yeah, Miss Margaret takes care of 100 of them in total, but they all have names. But she says it's hard for her to walk them all. 100. It's nowhere near 1,025, but that's still a lot of pets. Yeah. It's mostly younger people. But why is she not naming lumps of clay and keeping them as pets? Cole, welcome in! Yeah. God, this place is fucked. They don't eat, they don't poop, and they don't bark either. What a groundbreaking pet that these pet clays are. Ah. Was I thinking out loud again? I'm psychic. Yoru playfully continues. My job is to walk them all. And help Miss Margaret around the house too. Wouldn't it be more efficient to walk them all at once? It's the heart, apparently. The heart? Yeah, apparently walking them all at once is proof of being heartless. And it's a bad influence on the pet clay. I don't get it. I know, right? But I get money and a place to live in, so I'll do my best. I'm quite good at menial jobs like this anyway. You should have just kept working at the dump. You were having fun, woman. But she hit you with the cane. An old lady's not strong enough to kill me. But still! She's treating you like a slave, isn't she? You should quit! Dragging around lumps of clay all day isn't proper work. I can't. And I got paid plenty in advance. And I bought several things. That'd be skipping the bill. Let me take care of it. I'll throw something sharp into her and then... I stumble over my worms and then I stumble on the ground. This isn't work. All I'm capable of terror is destruction. And that's not what Yoru needs right now. Snow me? Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Get snomed, holy. Yeah, it's toxic Yuri for sure. She's chosen to live in this town as one of its town's ghosts. To live among us in peace with her own role to play. Thank you. I'm glad you care about me. Yoru speaks, but her face is tired yet lively. It makes me feel that tiny regrets are nothing more than insignificant digits truncated several places after the decimal point. So I decide not to say anything. Yoru is independent now, so I need to be independent too. By the way, how deep in debt are you? Despite my decision to be independent, I stubbornly ask that question. I ask because I can figure out if I can work for myself, save enough money, maybe I can take her back. Or, at the very least, get her a more decent job. But it'd be bad to work towards a goal like that. Yoru starts counting out the money on her fingers. Ugh! Yoru comes up with a figure that far exceeds my expectations. It's enough money to buy 2 decent cars, or 1 good car. What did you use the money on? Several things. I figured I might as well since I've got nowhere else to go, so... So? I splurged a little! Oh, come on. That's right. I forgot how I'm not used to this girl's thoughtless optimism. I'm sorry. Eep! Are you happy? I said eep! Once Yoru makes a lap around town, she comes back to Margaret's house to pick up her new pet clay to walk. While I tag her around for her to have another lap, I decide to go back home instead. I couldn't even bring myself to watch her walk away. It's so frustrating. I can't watch. If I did, I'm sure it starts plotting ways to physically persuade that elderly woman. I know. If I happen to change my mind before I get to my destination, I could always choose to go to Pacifica or Anya for advice. But then again, after all the work those two did to help us out, Yoru found a live-in job by herself, and then I lost my reason to work for work. I don't know what sort of face I should put on and report back to them. But I do know that I need to report back to them soon. And with that thought in mind, I glaze at the missile I chose to throw at the plaza. A familiar girl drops a cardboard box that makes a distinct plop stick to cardboard. She looks this way, not at me, but through me, as if looking into the past. She's afraid. Even someone as dense as me can tell that. Her name's Clara. The nun who got the impressive collection of bullet holes when I used her as my substitute. The nun who called me a poophead just before she got that impressive collection of bullet holes. If we had reached a mutual understanding for that short moment. But I don't think that's quite right. There's something I've been meaning to say. Clara desperately stammers, paper flower spilling out of the cardboard box at her feet. Wait, she's not even officially a nun, is she? Then what exactly does she do? What's her role? What's her source of income? Ever since I started looking for my work, I've been thinking these questions about everyone I run into. What is it? I decide to reply for now. Honestly, if that missile exploded, I think it'd be the best for everyone. This town's fucked. Honestly, it'd make me feel a little bit better if she were to say something like, "It's my turn to murder you, so best be prepared." I'm sorry. Huh? That's not what I was expecting her to say, so I find myself at a loss for words. I did some thinking after what happened. Like, what I did wrong to make you so mad. Clara starts talking with tears in her eyes. It's not your fault. I must have done something wrong. I'm sorry. I have no idea what to think. I haven't even thought about thinking. It's like I'm churning out cookie-cutter answers. I don't blame you for what you've done, so please don't worry about it. How can she be so self-sacrificial? How can her heart be so pure? Is that what she wants me to think? Don't make me smack you. But let's talk things out with words instead of violence this time. Please come visit the church. We have tea and yummy sweets. You can make friends, laugh, have fun. The ideal girl speaks her ideals with an idiot look on her face. Give me a break. Strat, this is a child. This is a child. No, 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 no. We are not smacking and kissing the child. That's a child. We're not that type of YouTuber. We don't do that here. None of that stuff is what I need. My boundless rage actually calms me. It also gives me a sudden flash of inspiration. My thoughts freeze over and become clear. Like ice free of impurities. You're right, Clara. I'm sorry about what I did earlier. Oh. I hug Clara. Her body stiffens for a few seconds, but then she relaxes soon enough. Clara's small and smells sweet scented candles you'd buy at a cozy general store. For now, I wipe the snow off my hands at the back of her coat. Jesus Christ! It's okay! Uses her as a towel. I'm so relieved to hear you say that. Let's be friends from now on. I act out the cookie-cutter answer she wants to hear. As if there's no Sayako nor Clara here. As if we're all actors acting an ideal script in the center of the plaza. Yes, that is the girl that smelled... No, the... MC brunette is the one that smelled like spoiled milk originally. I'm so happy. My love finally got through to you, right? Yes, that's right, Clara. By the way, I'm in a bit of trouble now, you see. Oh, I can help. I thank her and let her go, ending her embrace. Tomoko? The sweet smell fades into the distance, giving my lungs a bit of relief. You see, I place my hand on Clara's shoulder and give her the most troubled look I can muster. Girl! What is it? Gaslight gatekeep girl boss? This is exactly what she's doing. This woman, holy shit. I peer into her pale eyes and establish firm eye contact. My role here is a pitiful person in need of help, and your role is someone who can give me that help. You understand? It's about money, you see. Oh my god! Is she gonna extort the child? Money? I give her a truthful summary about the current state of affairs. I make sure to highlight how Yoru is being treated like a slave at her job. And I don't forget to mention how she's been subjected to casual violence. I firmly emphasize those 2 points. No way, poor Yoru! So I want to help Yoru pay her debts, but it's too large of a sum for me alone. I put more force into my grip on her shoulder. I try, but fail to cry on command. It's worth a shot, though. No, this is fucked beyond belief. Like, even me who doesn't like children? Yeah, no, this is fucked. So help me pay for Hap so we can reclaim Yoru's freedom. Oh my god. The fucking eyes. The fucking eyes. I think I pulled it off. Huh? You're my only hope. I squeeze out the most pitiful voice I can muster. I need you. Keep going. You're the only one I can talk to. More. Sister. Now for the finishing touch. Let's work together for the first time. Okay, let's do this. Jesus Christ, woman. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. This bitch is just shameless. Yes, yes. Yeah, honestly, Cole, I would try to explain it, but it's a fucking fever dream. It's a fucking fever dream. And we absolutely are extorting the child here. Too easy. I do feel sorry for her. But any time spent wondering about how she feels is wasting time. What good can come out of that anyway? You wouldn't wonder about how the numbers you type into a spreadsheet feel. Same thing. I'll try. How much money do I need to bring? Okay, first don't be alarmed. I'm going to tell you the amount. I tell her half the necessary amount. Times 2. In other words, the full amount. Reducing the amount of work I have to do to 0. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god. It's not that I don't want to work. It's just that it feels right for Clara to pay that much. I'm sure Pacifica and Anya, if I told Pacifica and Anya about it. Nice, but it'd be nicer if you doubled the amount. You're a friend I can be proud of. Holy shit. Nah, fuck this. Bro, I can't even extort you guys for money. Age, I think you just guessed. Yeah, she's awful to everyone except for, like, her main friends. But then again, she's killed them. Yep, that's what Pacifica and Anya in my mind are saying. So this malicious scam? Perhaps. But Clara must think she's reformed me, and I trust her enough to share my concerns with her. But with the ideal response that the ideal girl should make. I'm sure you know what you must do, Clara. I understand. Also, don't tell anyone else. This is only for your ears. This is our little secret. But wouldn't it be better to get lots of people to help? We can't. Listen, if you betray me, I might get violent again like last time. I think I feel Clara's shoulders stiffen when she hears the word the last time. She hasn't forgotten the terror. I think that's just far easier to forget things like love and happiness than it is to forget terror. Oh, she just threatened her, absolutely. Terror dulls your decision-making skills. And Clara's already dull as is, which I guess is why I'm able to handle her so easily. And I don't have that much money. But I don't have that much money. We should really get more people to help. Don't say a word to anyone. I shoot a piercing glaze through Clara's big, bewildered eyes. But I've never seen that much money. Oh. Clara? No, it's nothing. That money's off limits. I hug Clara tight as she murmurs those words. just like Pacifica once did. I then whisper in her ear, "Say, Clara, we're friends, aren't we? We've forgiven each other. We're almost the same age. We're true friends forever, aren't we?" This is fucking you up bad? Yeah. This person, MC is fucked. I randomly say whatever words make Clara happy, as if I'm trying to find a specific website on a search engine. We sure are. Clara's body trembles slightly. I don't know if it's what I said, or if my breath simply tickles her ear. Either way, it doesn't matter. Once this whole incident's over, let's plan out all the things we can do together. Clara starts squirming more and more in my embrace. Just think of all the things we can do. I can't wait for us to plan everything out. Together, of course. Just the two of us in my room. A sleepover. We'll be together until morning. Dude! Oh, man. Yeah. It was one thing to kill her and use her as, like, an escape, but this is just fucked. And even so, I neither strengthen nor loosen my grasp on her, as if the embrace were completely natural. No, that's equally awful. Oh, I wonder what you sound like if you snooze in my arms. Clara twitches, squirms, and stops resisting. The priest has money saved up for everyone in case of emergency. That's sure to be enough, and I... Go on. I'm in charge of looking at that money every once in a while. If I don't, it'll disappear, like all the other stuff, so... Clara... The next time I have to look at the money, I can bring it out. Thank you! I feel bad for the priest, but this is surely a good use of the money, right? God will surely forgive me, right? I'm sure he will. I'll pray that he forgives you too. Okay. Okay, see you later then. Let's regroup at my place when you've got the money. Okay. I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna head home to sleep. Good night. Good night! That conversation was 99% lives, but that last part was true. Oop. I really am tired. Not out of guilt or anything. I'm just tired from all this concentrating. Oh, absolutely. She's gonna be murdered again. Once I manage to get home, I toss myself onto bed and go to sleep with my coat still on. I feel sleepier than the night I got back from the movie theater on the hill. Sleepier than the night I finally got a potential job offer from a company and informed the university. She's remembering thing. Sleepier than the morning after dragging my two friends' corpses through the snow back to town. Sleepier than the morning I committed massacre in the church. Wait, did I do all those things? No, that wasn't me. Must have been things I heard from somewhere else I've mistaken as my own memories. Right. That's gotta be it. Yeah, Pacifica and, what's her face right now? Oh my god. Anya. At one point we left the town and killed them and brought them back and stomped on their corpses until they were resurrected. There's some shit going on. Anyway, I think I'm far sleepier now than any of those various events. When the doorbell rings, the three of us packed into the room get excited. Pacifica, the pizza's here! It took them longer than 15 minutes, so they gotta give it to us for free. Yeah, so Sayako. On it. The two of them hide behind the bed, where they can't be seen from the door. I shoot them a glance and open the door. Here it is! Oh, shit. Clara's standing there with a glimmer in her eyes. They're glimmering a little too much, actually. It's not like her. I guess her body must be riled up from the naughtiness of betraying her people. I'm pretty sure adrenaline or whatever would do that to you. That's a big travel bag by Clara's feet. Really? Wow. Let's see so I can count it. With difficulty, Clara picks up the heavy bag and hands it to me. So have we come to understand each other? Are we friends now? I suppose you can say that, but you must be tired, so go home and get a good day's sleep. This is your home, right? I don't have any plans today, so, Clara's eye moistens slightly as if she's expecting something. Several somethings, even. Sorry, but I can't live up to those expectations. Oh, I see. Should we go hand over the money together? Clara looks at me with upturned eyes as she tries to read my facial expression. The elderly man, the elderly woman, Mr. Patel, and just about every other townsgoat is a little bit lonely. Even with their social position in the community, Clara is no exception. That said, I guess it's kind of ironic for a ghost to be living a fulfilling life with lots of friends. Oh, I think that's a good idea. But, well, we ninjas work alone, you know. Maybe next time. Good night. Well, whatever. There's no point pitying someone you barely know, right? For just a moment, think about what'll happen to her standing now, that she's handed over the community's money to the enemy. They call her a ninja, because she sneaks around and kills everyone. She might lose her position as everyone's beloved nun in training. Oh well. I think about it for just a moment. And then I shut the door. I hear cheering from behind me. That was real rock and roll stuff right there. You totally broke her spirit. I give you 10,000 of 100% points. Or 100 points. That's 1,000 times more than the maximum score, Teach. Mwahaha, it's 100 times more, you absolute poophead. Was that okay? Man, everyone in this room is shitty. Holy shit, they fucking suck. That was an absolute garbage move, I'd say. But it's Clara we're talking about, so... Exactly. Sorry, not sorry. Yep. I need to muster a lot more courage to open up to Pacifica and Anya about this whole thing, but they accept my decision without judging me. After strengthening our bond over shared malice towards Clara, we're in a completely celebratory mood. It's a total victory for the type of women who love to see cute girls loved by everyone fall flat on their faces. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to hate them, but I think they're all shitty people. Thanks, you two. Don't mention it. All we did was watch. It's probably been about a month. Calendars don't exist in this town. I don't know if it's because of that, but the concept of time is ambiguous in this town. We all pretty much decide things with relatively terms like tomorrow, today, tomorrow, tomorrow's tomorrow, and tomorrow's tomorrow, and so forth, I suppose. But it seems that even a town like this, the concept of past and future vaguely exist. However vague time can be, it definitely took some time for Clara to gather the money for the three of us to get together again like this. And using that time to walk around inanimate clays is a good way to spend it. I'm sure that girl would be much happier to live her time freely. Alrighty then, time to slam the cash in the old hag's face. I'm gonna get back to work though. You better. I'm still waiting on those goods. I know, just give me a little more time. Pacifica and Anya part ways at the entrance of the apartment complex. And the Ninja of Justice will save you, Yoru. On the way to Yoru's workplace, I murmur conceited one-liners to myself. I'm just that elated right now. So elated, I forget to pay attention to my surroundings. Hey, are ninjas normally for justice? Or evil? Jesus, she looks exhausted. Whoa, whoa! Like, I'm so distracted, I forget to even consider the fact that the town's small enough that Yoru might be nearby on one of the pet clays walks and hear me murmuring to myself. Jeepers! People don't say jeepers when they're surprised these days, you know. Well, I just got a lot on my mind considering news from my former roommate bamboozled a girl into embezzling an organization funds. Oof. She's joking. No, she's not! Yoru giggles but for collecting herself enough to continue. But thanks! I'm happy you went to such lengths for me. She smiles at me. That alone is enough to make me feel like it was worth the effort. So thank you for the subscription. Should we go pay the money now? Well, you see, that money's not enough anymore. You dumb bitch! It turns out I'm kind of a klutz, you see. I broke some dishes, wasted some seasonings, and killed Biscuit. Remind me who Biscuit is again? One of the poops. Miss Margaret demanded compensation damage, I think? So, it's more money added to my debt. No way! Just leave! What is she gonna do? What a scumbag employer. No, it's far beyond that. She's just abusing and exploiting her. I've blown my lid on employees who require punching out during breaks, but this is on a completely different level. The only thing you can do at a workplace is get far away as possible. Yoru doesn't belong in that house. I'm reminded of that fact. It might seem she has no other place to stay. Stay besides that house. But that's not the entire truth. Go ahead and ask me in the server. I don't know it by name, but I will find it. But just go ahead and, like, if you want to tag me in the server in art general, go ahead and I'll send it to you later. I understand. In that case, allow me to ask a hypothetical question. Oh, Scum's not on the server? Shit. If someone can remind me to have that information for next time, then I'd appreciate it. I'll let you know next time you're around. What would you think if someone wanted to live with you? Yes, thank you. I'd be happy, but I can't leave the place where I'm at right now. Why not? Without thinking, I grab Yoru by the collar and bark in her face. There's no possible way someone can be happy where you're neglected, exploited, and abused. Yet you do that every day. The lady's truly been alone this whole time. She's so sad. Sure, she's incontent, she stinks, it makes no sense, but I think I can understand why she turned out that way. Bye, Scum! Thank you for joining! You think you can fix that person? No, I don't think I can fix her, but even if I can't heal her, maybe I can alleviate her pain? In that sense, I don't think it's entirely meaningless for me to be there. That doesn't solve anything! Now instead of having one unhappy person, we've got two! There's tons of unhappy people. What's the difference does one more make? That's not the point! I don't think it's a bad idea to comfort someone's sadness rather than pretend that everything's okay. That's why I think this town's in a good place. Is that why you came to town, Yoru? Is that your goal? I don't have a goal. Just like you, Sayoko. But I do. You have a goal? Yeah, and that goal is to live with you back in that room. We're ghosts. Hollow specters. We're so empty we have to lose sight of the fact that we are ghosts. To live with you and grumble about my cramped bed and to meet up with friends every now and then and joke around like idiots. And if I'm hollow, then I'm free to fill the void whenever the hell I want. But you just... I can't even fill the void with downright lies if I see it fit. I gently place my finger on Yoru's forehead. That's right. I just made up a goal on the spot. I also made up a name on the spot. So it's a little late to sweat the small stuff like that, you know? God, they're so bad for each other. Yoru smiles awkwardly and giggles as if she can't find a reason for me to argue there. Looks like you finally admit it now, huh? Yoru copies me and places her index finger on my forehead as well. If I tell you to get down, okay? Are they gonna kill the woman? Yo, long time no see. Actually, I guess it hasn't been that long, huh? I feel so old. My sense of time is so vague lately. This was a close one the other day, huh? You okay? I need guns. Huh? Lots of guns. I say as I slam the blood and mud-stained paper bills I stole from the usual men onto the counter. Why do I get the feeling you're using blood money to spill more blood? Do you hate that sort of thing? Well, let's add a big sigh. But it doesn't feel like the sigh of disgust at all. I love it. Okay. So, hear me out. Fuck the other women. But Lo. I'm okay with Lo being a degenerate. And I want her to be a degenerate to me. Hear me out. I'll take all your bullets too. Woohoo! Yes, Strat? I carry all the guns my money could buy as I run towards old lady Margaret's house. My feet feel so light. I think to myself as I run. Something like this has happened before, long ago. Or was it more recently? In the end, I guess I've got no way to free her without resorting to violence. Lo and behold, I do really want to be held by her. I really do. Some people force their will upon reality against the desires of others using power, pain, and despair. If I come across someone like that, I'd probably despise them. I'd hate their guts. But I feel like I've been enduring something like this whole time, and I hate it. I guess I'm worthless after all. Yoru herself chose to stay in a place like that, so I shouldn't be good enough for me? I noticed that I've stopped running. How long have I been standing still? I spent several seconds cursing myself for not even knowing what exactly it is I want to do. I know full well what I'm doing isn't right. I mutter those words before dashing off once again. And that's why I have to do it. I don't slow down. In fact, I speed up. But my feet feel incredibly heavy. The thick curtains are drawn on the other side of the window. They probably serve to protect the inside from the cold, but they also prevent me from seeing what's going on inside. But regardless, this is optimal point of entry for home invasion. That is the conclusion I come up with after scoping up the house for a while. This is probably the living room window. If Yoru was right, then this is where Margaret watches TV all day. I shout and shoot the glass window. Okay, I gotta finish things up in a second or less. Cherry Moya! I break through the cracked glass and jump inside. The air is humid and contained by the stench of human waste and clay. As soon as the foul odor hits my nose, I'm already yelling my next line. Get down! When I pull the trigger, all I experience is a loud sound and the force of recoil. Huh? What? But when anyone on the opposite side of the barrel experiences a horizontal sweep of fully automatic gunfire. Holy shit! We killed Yoru! Kiwi! Oh, come on! When I see Yoru fall down in those holes in her guts, the first thing I feel is rage. Frustration that things didn't go as we planned in advance. And if one boy simply didn't sing at the choir competition. Though, I guess I didn't sing either. Why should I even sing out loud in front of people? What even is the point of choir competitions? I don't get it. To vent my frustrations, I kick over a table, sending a lump of clay into the air. When it smacks Yoru in the face, she does bleh and stops moving completely. Mission failed. You killed the hostage. Oh god. Arson, who was the guy you said? Fuse? Did I just fuse her? She sounds so goofy. It makes me laugh a little. If only Yoru were still around to hear herself. I'm sure she'd be laughing with me. Yeah, it's Fuse. Things go silent for a while. And then my hone sensor barely enough to pick up the sound of running water. A flushing toilet, actually. Yeah, I literally fused her. You! What did you break this time? You thought I would have noticed, didn't you? You take me for a fool. The door to what seems a stairwell opens up, and out comes Margaret. You! I fire at her feet. The other woman screams and pitifully falls flat on her face. I don't even want to think about where the bullets landed, or if they pierced all the way through. Run! Run away! Don't just space out! She's actually showing concern for Yoru, urging her to run. I guess she can't see Yoru's corpse from where she's fallen. You treat her so roughly, and now you care? You don't understand. I was raising her with love. Oh gosh, she's one of those tough love people. She's either lying to me or lying to herself like a senile elderly woman that she is. Either way, I ignore her. Everyone has their own definition of love, which is why this conflicts and why conflicts and misfortunes happen. That's what I think anyway. She'll come back, but yeah, I think it's the same way as what's her face? As Yoru. It doesn't mean they'll come back at the same time. I don't know if that's like true or not, but she can at least leave from that point. She's such a kind, gentle, good girl, always by my side. The first kid I ever wanted to succeed me. I'm sure she could inherit what my generation accomplished. By sharing my hardships, she can become just like me. After saying that, the elderly woman bends backward as far as she can lift her upper body and lets out an anguished groan, as if she's trying to get her voice heard by someone. But she can't bend backwards for long. I guess the pain of being shot is far too much for her to bear. How dare you speak of love when you never considered how she feels? I look down upon the woman both literally and figuratively as she grows in pain. I'm guessing I'm getting emotional because of the eccentric thought of that if anyone else were to see my attempt to rescue Yoru, they'd have a hard time understanding where I'm coming from. I just realized I only have 3 fingers instead of 4. Do you understand that girl had any choice but to accept my love? The elderly woman creeps on the floor as she speaks. That girl only has me, and I only have that girl. The meaning of those words catches me off guard, and probably not in a good way. Holy! The elderly woman pulls out a gun out of her pocket. A shock runs through my body as I fall backwards. I half-consciously pull the trigger on my rifle. Every sound seems delayed as it reaches my ears, though perhaps my senses are just oddly sensitive. Around the same time, my shoulders hit the carpet. The elderly woman lets out a groan. I guess I actually hit her with a shot in the dark. I feel something soft underneath my head. At first I think it's poop, but maybe it's just clay. Or maybe it really is poop. Gross. There are several things I want to make sure of right now, but it doesn't look like I can. And that's because I'm quickly losing consciousness. I'm close to death even. The elderly woman's got some skills, huh? I guess every woman in this town is tough. Yeah! It killed Yoru, not shot her! Every last one of it makes me for a fool. And you know what? I've got a mind of my own. I take proper care of my pets. I even pay my taxes. I hear her shrill voice ranting and wheezing. Before long, she's gonna die of blood loss herself. But my death's gonna be overwhelmingly quicker than hers. The voice from above must be heard. You think it can be a big shot if you defy the missile's voices from above? Don't take me for a fool. You're a fool, you damn criminal. I've experienced every sort of death I can imagine. Will that allow me to escape from this place? That strange thought comes to mind, but as soon as I think, yeah, no thanks, my consciousness fades away. You see, I've been vaguely awake for a little while, but my consciousness only started to clearly form when I hear voices talking from far away. Voices. I know these voices. I realize the voices belong to scavengers, and the realization serves as a spark, or an electromotive force, or something that sets my thoughts into motion. Oh, you're awake! When I get up reflexively, but slowly, Yoru's there. If I tell you to get down, okay? That's why I end up getting hit. I grumble a complaint. Oh, that's what you meant by get down? Holy shit, she's so fucking stupid! What else could I have meant? Well... oh... Yoru suddenly peers into the eyes as if I'd realized something important. What is it? I guess I'm not a good listener, huh? I let out a dry laugh, but not in a bad way or anything. I see, well, the first to solving a problem is acknowledging that there is a problem. She's throwing it back rather than ducking, holy shit. Oh, you sound like a counselor, Sayako. Thanks to Yoru, I'm able to let out a proper laugh this time. She laughs too. Honestly, I think we're acting a little lighthearted for people whose heart just stopped. The scavengers wave and call out to us once they notice our voices. They seem a little spooked at first, but Yoru smoothly tells them we're just on a walk. She's an amazing talker, just a terrible listener. I interrupt before any idle chat can start again. Can you give us a ride back home when you're finished with work? Sayako. Yoru tries to interrupt, but I keep going. And by home, I mean our home. Yoru looks at me as if she can't believe what I said. A look of surprise mixed with joy. I feel a sense of desire. Desire for what exactly? Material wealth? Food? Attention? Maybe something else? I feel a little proud of myself too, of course. Yeah, I don't mind, but... The leader seems a little hesitant to continue. I really ought to learn their names already. You'll help us finish that work, right? Of course! Yeah, of course we'll help. The two cheer from behind their leader. I feel like cheering with them, but it's a little embarrassing, so I cheer silently. With work safely squared away, we're in the back of the truck that sways to or fro. I feel pleasantly tired, so I start to doze off. Say, Sayako. Do you think Anya still has that lemonade stand? She interrupts my nap. I answer a little rudely. I guess. Let's use that to start a business. Selling lemonade? Of course not, silly. Perhaps that's your imaginary little sister. Is she gonna be doing the like 5 cents Snoopy bit? The Peanuts bit? Thrusting her finger as a patient as you're wearing a white coat. Okay, next! There's a long line. Please pay here. I beckoned the patient. Thank you, I feel so refreshed. He drops some coins into the palm of my hand. It's about enough to buy 2 cups of coffee at Mr. Patel's cafe. By the time I put the money in the register, the next patient exam's already begun. Whenever I wake up, I hear a man crying inside a car parked outside. Every single day. It's driving me mad. Oh my god! Mr. Patel! Perhaps that's just an imaginary man. I see! Okay, next! Please pay here. The payment is a flat sum. It's not expensive or anything, but considering the length of the line and the speedy service, it adds up quickly. And it doesn't even cost anything to start up. Despite the dirt cheap prices, not a single patient has doubted the authenticity of the medical exam. I suppose not many are brave enough to raise a complaint in the presence of the ninja who single-handedly subjected the whole church. Oh, how are things going, Miss Bodyguard? Pacifica. Who knew there'd be such a demand for such a service? It seems like even I've been blindsided by your entrepreneurship. Well done. It was Yoru's idea. There's no point in selling something in low demand as lemonade. You have to sell something more essential. And I like this. Look, man. There's good art in this game. But holy shit. Holy shit. Everyone in this town is a fucking train wreck. That was Yoru's basic idea. The townsfolk are all alone. It's like they've got no one to turn to for counseling. So you think you can make money off of that? Will anyone pay? I do, and they will. That's the feeling I've got as I've interacted with that old lady. I summarized the conversation to Pacifica. But Sayako won't listen to anyone's concerns to make make for a stressful job for her? I mean, she doesn't listen. Nope, there's no need to worry about that. Oh, that's a cut and dry answer. I guess I can appreciate her tenacity at least. Randomizer, welcome in! No. It's not that she's tenacious or anything. I smile somewhat meanly. It's that she doesn't listen to others in the first place. Okay. Hear me out. She just needs to be brat corrected. We just need to brat correct her. Look at that face and tell me I'm wrong. Look, man. I'm not saying I'm into her. But I think we can fix her. I'm not wrong, you're wrong. It's fine, we can fix her. Holy shit, that was a long chapter. Just the genocide, like, hee hee. Yeah, that was a really long one. We'll be ending after this one. There might be a post-credit scene. But, yeah. We'll continue it soon enough. Da, da. Is it a different song? Or is it the same one? This game is a roller coaster. By the way, there's multiple episodes in season 1, meaning there might be a season 2. So, what the fuck is that? Where is this going? That kid and I talk about various things as we pedal our bikes. We have to shout in order to hear ourselves over the clamorous cars and screeching cicadas. She talks about minor scandals between classmates, popular celebrities, clothes she wants, and other things like that. Topics that don't really feel relevant to me. It's like we live in two different worlds, huh? She's popular, even with the boys. During break time, she talks so loudly with friends, it's almost like it's a competition or something. While no one ever steps up to anyone in her group, her voice in particular is especially influential. It's almost like a kid who opposes her gets immediately crushed by her followers. At school, she's like a mafia boss straight out of a movie. I don't like her, and it's not because of how cute she looks. And yet, she invited me to go to the movies with her. But she's the same kid I've been with ever since kindergarten. The same kid who was so happy we were put in the same class when we moved up to elementary school. We used to get along since we were so alike, but before I knew it, our speech patterns and our social standing in class completely diverged. One day, when we were on cleaning duty together, we just happened to get thirsty at the same time and went back to the classroom for bottled water. Holy shit, I'm starting to lose my ability to talk. That's when she invited me to go to the movies with her. Just you and me, I asked? Yes, she nodded. And that's why I'm riding my bike now. I somehow managed to keep up with her in my cute new sundress and sandals. I'm not as refined as that kid, but I'm passable, I'd say. I know it sounds like I'm probably not enjoying myself, but I really am. Yeah, this is when I was a child. This is in elementary. It's too hot outside. My favorite season is winter, which is the exact opposite side of the calendar. But right now, it feels like there's good things to be enjoyed even in the middle of summer. The signal turns red at the last second, so I slam on the brakes. This is probably the last time the two of us can hang out. I'm sad, but I suppose it's only natural since we've grown too different from each other. A big truck passes in front of us, spreading its smelly exhaust fumes. Normally, I'd grimace at the smell, but today I'll deal with it. I don't want to bother her, so I don't draw this in a particular in my picture diary. I'll keep this a secret until the day I die. No, even longer than that. I wonder if that kid thinks this will be our last time together too. Maybe that's why I feel like I have to enjoy myself. You see, as I stare at the signal, waiting for it to turn green, she speaks up softly somewhat. Yes? My voice is quiet to begin with, so I don't know if she heard. Kuro, welcome in! We are unfortunately ending soon. It looks like I'm going to the movies with Hasegawa next week. That's amazing. It's not really that amazing. She blushes. Hasegawa, he's an athlete, and a sort of leader among the boys. I think he's the right fit for going to the movies with her. Because it kind of looks like a jet, but at the same time, she's too young here. So it's today like a practice run from date? She opens her eyes even wider. She probably wasn't expecting me to say that. She then lets out a spontaneous giggle. Maybe I said something I shouldn't have. If I had said in the classroom, my school life would be in jeopardy starting the next day. But she smiled as to tell me there's no need to worry about anything like that right now. Don't know. I see. The signal turns green. I start pedaling. I hope it goes well for you. I give her some lazy words of encouragement. You really think so? Not really. You know, you've always had a habit of saying things you don't really mean. It's probably the last time we'll hang out together. Nothing will change that fact. But I already think, so what? Oh, hello, Father. I can't remember the last time you were the one who called me. How can I help you? We need to talk business. What? Do you have a complaint about my business this late in the game? No. I want you to deal with that ninja. Now? I thought you'd given up by now. That's none of your business. Well, I suppose you men are useless after all. Indeed. That's why I need your help. Ah, yes. It would indeed be child's play. For me, that is. I guess I have just about everything I need ready. They have a hat. A hat that looks like Pacifica's. Wait, it is Pacifica! I think it's Pacifica. Since I've allowed you to do whatever you please until now, I assumed you'd agreed my request without a moment hesitation. Very well, but in return... I know. Damn. Damn, Pacifica's gonna betray us. Okay. We're not gonna do episode 4 today. We are gonna end here because my voice is starting to hurt a little bit. I don't think it's a twin sister. Tumblr feminist ass lines. What the fuck do you mean by that? What the fuck are you going on about, Arson? Okay. You know what? I actually probably don't want the answer to that. So we're gonna end here. Thank you everyone for joining. We will continue Ghostpia because like, what the fuck is going on? We need to figure out what the fuck is going on. But we'll do that some other day. I will be doing, what's it called? Reading? Yes, I will hydrate and stretch, don't worry. I'll be doing a reading of the rerun event. So we'll have that next week. We'll have this. Maybe Neo or the art stream. I'll figure it out. But yeah. Lovely question mark? Big question mark. I would have called it lovely. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining. As always, don't forget to work out. Have a good morning. Or have a good sleep and have a great morning. And I will see you guys soon. Bye for now. Yes, the AK rerun. Bye-bye. strat. What the fuck are you doing? Damn, got a job in chat.